What is good, everybody? Today, guys, I'm gonna take you through a day in which we make money. I mean, yes, we make money. Let us get started. I'm gonna be recording almost each and every transaction that I make. I'm gonna show you guys by the end of the day how many sales we have made, how much we have made in profit, and how much we have made in revenue. And by the way, we do have resellers in this business, people who are already making money with the shoe boss. And of course, if you would like to make money as well, you can be part of the resellers and you get to make a lot of money just for yourself, even if you are still at school. Oh, yeah. Good morning. Yeah, yeah, tutanga. Ah, ndetanga. Ah, bokusi. Let us find something to eat and yeah, let us see how the next few hours will be. The shoe boss is probably the best chef in the world. Guys, I'm gonna show you some of the things that I'm just like making for myself right now. It's like not that much of a big deal, but this is what I do when I'm just like, alone. So in here we do have like our boiling eggs, our bread mixed with this eggs. So I dip the bread in here, and then after that I fry it. Just like tastes so delicious, and I just like love it. This is like a very good breakfast. You can do it for yourself. It's really amazing. If you go to the gym, like if you see these types of friends, you go to the gym, you need to eat quite a lot of protein, and this is quite like something that you can eat. Whether you are like a vegetarian, whether you are like not non-vegetarian, eggs contain quite a lot of protein. But the problem that I have like right now is like, you see this bread right here, I don't really know. It might write like the expiry date on the third, but to be honest with you, some of the times it will be like just like expired already. And I just get confused a lot because when it comes to the food that we're eating these days, it's kind of different from the food that we used to eat back there. I just don't get it. But it's a good, it's okay, but I can't like give it like 100%. So it's like all the times when you just need to eat your bread, you must actually like, first of all, if you just want to eat it like fresh, you just have to heat it. And then after that, you can just like, enjoy yourself. And there you have it. And if you just like to add some extra sauce, you can just add like a little bit just on top, just to add that extra, extra taste on it. And trust me, this here would be the best breakfast you can prepare for yourself. Just like that, it's time for us to get back to work. So just like a quick update on what is actually happening. Total number of sold sneakers in the first half is like 20 to 30 pairs. And this is just like the beginning of it, because I'm so sure that we're gonna enjoy even more and more and more until the end of the day. Like, it's just let us have a little bit of a talk right here. What really happens when somebody buys something from you? You know what? Most people, they think that when somebody pays, then that's the end of the conversation. That's the end of the sale. And yet, you know what? What really happens is when somebody pays you, that's really the beginning of the sale. That's where you need to just put all your effort to make sure that you perfect everything just to satisfy your customer. Now, if somebody pays for this shoe right here, and then they are like, you know what, I just need this shoe, and then they have just paid for it, the next thing you have to do is to make sure that you deliver the highest quality of the product to your customer, because you don't need to be in a position of selling your business. You need to be in a position where you be like, you know what, the customer have paid for this product, and I'm sure that I'm going to deliver the same quality. I'm going to deliver as promised. And what really happens is through the conversation between you and your customer. Thank you, I have received the payment. And then the next thing is let them know that, you know what, you're going to receive this product on the XYZ date. If it has to take like a week, be clear even before the customer actually pays you. Just be clear. The customer might be like this, some of them might be like this, especially if it is based on conversations, based on the seller being able to be contactable not on the website but by the number or by whatever that is. You must actually converse with your customer. You know what, now your product is right here, or them asking you, you know what, where is our product? You don't need to feel like offended. You need to feel like, you know what, I'm gonna just track it for you, and I'm gonna check it if it is at XYZ location or if it is not. And then you just send them like maybe the tracking link. They may even come after that. You may send them the tracking link, and then they'll be like, you know what, can you please check that again for me the following day? And then until they receive the product, then you realize if they are satisfied or not. And then that's the end of the game. But that's almost the beginning of it, because your customer, if that customer is satisfied, right? That customer is satisfied. They're gonna go to tell another customer. That's where the referrals really come from. The referrals don't just come from a customer buying from you and then you sending a product to them and then them being satisfied and then just like keeping quiet like that. No, it's when they buy from you, they receive the product, they get satisfied, and then they refer to other people. That's the business I am talking about. You must actually create a platform where you get more referrals and more leads in your niche. When you wake up in the morning, the type of motivation that you have to do certain things is quite different to the type of motivation that you have when you go to bed at nighttime. Here is my problem with motivation. If you do things according to motivation, just because you are motivated to do something, for example, you go to the gym because you're motivated to go to the gym. The next day, when you wake up sick, you won't even try yourself to even go to the gym because you will give excuses that, you know what, I'm feeling so weak, I'm feeling XYZ, whatever that sickness is, and you'll be like at your bed until the end of the day. That's the problem of motivation. Here is a difference. If you are disciplined to do something, you won't even dare to look back and be like, in the morning, I was so strong, and right now in the evening, I am not strong at all. Being disciplined is doing things that you hate doing, but doing them as if you love them. So I'm that type of a person who is like, you know what? I am not motivated by anything. I am disciplined to do something. And my goal as the shoe boss is to motivate other people also to be disciplined, not to motivate you so that you can just, perhaps start a business today. And then the following day, you see yourself out there just like doing another thing just because you were motivated at first. And then by the end of the day, you were like, you know what? I can no longer do this and that. And that's the end of the game. So do not be motivated to do things, be disciplined to do them. If you are disciplined to be consistent on your work, you won't even wake up in the morning the other day when you are sick and be like, you know what, today I don't want to post anything, I just want to get a good rest. You'll be like, you know what, I am sick, I know it, but I'm going to do it like I am okay. That's the mentality, my brothers. A snack. Mm. This brings to the end of the day. I'm gonna show you guys how much we have made today. And of course, I'm gonna show you the revenue generated, the profit generated, and how many sneakers we sold today. I hope you guys have yourself a beautiful night, because right now I have to take a shower, I have to shave a little bit, and after that I have to go to bed. So see you in the morning. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the next day. Today is a beautiful day. It's a good day. It's a day filled with amazing wonders, amazing sales, and of course, it's a day that is filled with great connections, amazing relationship with people, good communication. It's a day filled with peace. It's a day filled with bliss. And of course, guys, as I have promised yesterday, that I'm gonna show you how I do enter my daily sales. And of course, I'm gonna show you yesterday's sales, like how many sales we generated yesterday, how much we generated in revenue, and how much we made in profit. So you guys, let me go and show you what I really do on my computer. Okay, guys, so fast forward to the way in which I keep my records inside the Shoebox sneaker business. I'm gonna show you guys the portfolios that I actually like keep my records. I do use the so-called Google Sheets to just put all records right there because I can recover my data if I just know the email and the password, right? So I do use a Google Sheets to actually put on my records because it's more like, an Excel sheet. And so here I do have like 4 different types of portfolios. First of all, I do have like the expenses portfolio. I do have the sales portfolio. I do have the investment, and of course, I do have the charity portfolio. So right here, guys, I'm gonna show you the first portfolio that I really hate the most, which is the expenses portfolio. So it's control alt record, and then bingo, we adjust like that live. So right here, as you can see, guys, there is absolutely nothing that is like, that scary when it comes to my expense portfolio. But I always record almost every expense that I actually, incur inside my business, because I do know that by the end of the month, I have to separate the expenses from the profit so that I can get to see how much money I have made in that month. So right here is like, the date right there at the corner, the expenses right here, the amount, and the total. I do hate this portfolio because nobody wants to, like, to spend money. People just like, especially when it comes to business, they just love to, to take in money and not to just, take out money. So it's something like that. It helps me to find out where I am lacking, what I have to improve, what I have to do, and what I don't have to do. It also helped me to track also my records on how much money I am spending like in a month. And it also helps me to just see if I'm just like, spending money on just like random things that I don't even need. And also, most importantly for the business, it helps me to track on the records on where I am actually are and where I am not. So I love this portfolio. So when it comes to my source portfolio, guys, let me just be clear right here. There are some of the most confidential things that I cannot show you right here. The likes of the names of the people, the address of the people, the number of the people, my prices, the wholesale prices, or you can call it the stock prices or something like that. I cannot show you all of that, but I can definitely show you guys how much money I did made uh today. So let me just show you right here, right now. Okay, so as you can see right here, this is my sales portfolio. I record almost everything when it comes to my sales. And to be honest with you guys, it's not like something that is so fancy, because in business, sometimes you might even win that much, but sometimes you might not even win that much. So it's just like the way it looks right here. So right here, I do have the date, I do have the product name, I do have the size, I do have the quantity, I do have the wholesale rate, and I do have the retail rate, I do have the margins, I do have the totals, customer name, customer address, the mobile number, delivery status, and the payment confirmation, whether it was paid through online or it was paid through cash. So right here, I'm gonna go down just a little bit down right here. So this is like the day that I like, worked the best. And to be honest with you, it was the best day. So I'm just gonna make a little bit of something right here. Just a second. The margins are right here, right? The totals right here. Okay. So right here, I'm just gonna show you the totals. All right. So I sold about, if we calculate 138 less 199, if we do the calculation, you would find out that I made 138 minus 199. I sold about 61 pairs in total. And to be honest with you guys, it's not like something that happens almost every day. It's not just like I'm trying to motivate you, but I'm just trying to show you guys what really happens when it comes to business. So right here, I sold about 61 pairs, and in total profit that was made on that same day, it was 36,930 Indian rupees. And this here is the profit of that day. It's not the revenue, it's actually like total profit, because right here I was actually calculating from the totals only on the profits. And if we have to go on the if we have to look on the revenue generated on that day, we'll just have to come right here on the retail price and then just see like how much revenue we managed to generate on that day. And then if we have to like see if how much profit we just made on that day, we have to separate the retail price from the the retail price from the wholesale price, and then we get the margin that is on this part. And then after that, you just come here, you just have to make your totals, and by the end of the day, you just come right here and then get your total. So this here, guys, is the amount of money that was made on this day. And now I want to show you something very important when it comes to the way in which I record these details. So you see right here, guys, this year is the last month. When it comes to the end of the month, I do calculate the percentage increase of revenue and the percentage increase of profit margin, the percentage decrease of revenue and the percentage decrease of profit. But of course, the revenue might not decrease, but it might increase, right? So when it comes to the end of the month, this is how I calculate it. I have to make sure that when the month end, I have to get almost each and every week profit. For example, right here you can see the first week I made this much, and the second week I made this much, the third week I made this one, and then the fourth week I made this much. And then by the end of the day, which is of course the last day of that month, I made this much. And then the total was this much, which is like 1,95,000, stuff like that. And then we calculate like by separating with the expenses of that month, which is like 50,000, and then we get the total net profit right there. So if we separate the expenses from the total profit that we got on that month, we get the net profit, right? But the most important thing is I have to calculate also the percentage increase from that month to the next month that I am in. And in that way, I can also find my target amount or my target profit that I need for the next month. For example, if I see right here that I increased with a 16.4%, right, which simply means I must also figure out a way in which I can use this same 16.4% to increase my profit for the next month. It's not something that I have to be like, you know what, I am expecting like this much amount of money and I have to just make that amount of money. Sometimes you may put a target and sometimes that target might not even come to, whatever that is. So this is how it goes. And this is how, guys, I keep my records. And so when it comes to, my charity portfolio, it has to do with, my parents, it has to do with the people I love, it has to do with whatever that is. I also have like an employees portfolio where I just have to keep my record of the people who are also working with me, and that really helps me a lot to just track like where I am going, where I'm coming from. And of course, if this really helps you guys to find your way in business, I hope you're gonna get something else, and I hope and I believe that this might help you in, of course, in your small business. This is how other people are actually doing. I have learned this from somebody, and I think you can also do the same thing in your business to boost yourselves and also to keep a track record on what you are doing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we have come this far to just say thank you so much also that we are going to 100 followers, 100 subscribers on YouTube. That is really impressive. In just 1 month, that is really impressive. Thank you for watching, and of course, stay tuned for other upcoming videos. Do not forget to click on that subscribe button because it helps a lot this channel to grow. And see you in a minute.